Right off the top, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. What is happening with Worthy? Um, no one could have predicted this. The publisher has been so excited for this book, and they couldn't have predicted what's going to happen. No one could have predicted. I mean, it's just been an incredible last 2 weeks, last 2 weeks since the book is out. So let me know where you're watching from. I see a whole bunch of you popping on now live. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Are we good on YouTube and good inside the Facebook groups? YouTube. Okay, great. 1 second, guys. I want to make sure we get YouTube all set. I think just to share with Drew, we popped on for a second and the camera wasn't working. We popped right back off. So we may need another link set up. Not sure. Let me know. Let me know if I need to hop out of the live studio and hop back in. But that might be what it is. So we might need a new link. Wow, there's about over 1,000 of you on already from inside the Facebook group. Hello, everybody. So excited to be here with you. Just want to give you a little heads up as we kick off our Worthy workshops that we may need to pop off and pop right back on. If we do, you'll see the live go live again. So we have an incredible time set for today. We have so much fun coming from giveaways tonight. We're going to dive into the start of Worthy, which is so great. So 1 sec, let me just check in with what's happening here. Is Drew, are we still not live on YouTube? Okay. Okay, great. Do you think everyone on YouTube has it since they probably got a different link sent to them in their email? So just to call out to the team, y'all are watching us form this together. So since you are part of Worthy with me, let me just tell you what's going on right now. This is our very first Worthy Workshop Live. It's on my YouTube. Okay. Okay, great. So if someone got the email though with the unlisted link today and they go to that link, what are they going to see? It won't work. Okay, great. So maybe Daniel, could you send out a quick email to everyone just to hop onto YouTube? I think their unlisted link isn't going to work. Yep. Okay, we're fixing this in real time because I don't want to leave a single person behind in this journey. So right now we have a whole bunch of you coming in from Facebook. Yeah, YouTube is not working. A bunch of people saying, okay, great. So let me send a little note. In the meantime, y'all know if you have been part of this community that we do live giveaways, and the way to enter, we're going to do some fun giveaways live together right now, actually. And every time you comment in the chat is an entry. You could say anything, where you're from, how you're feeling, what your favorite takeaway from Worthy has been. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think Daniel probably just needs to send a quick little email for everyone to go to the main page. Okay, great. He's on it. Okay, great. All right. So I'm going to chat for a little bit because we have a whole bunch of people on YouTube that are waiting to join, and the link got disabled for a moment. So we're going to just wait a quick second and give everyone a few minutes to hop on. So in the meantime, oh my goodness, I see so many of you writing in from Orlando, Kentucky, Florida, Houston, Ottawa, Canada, Minnesota, Nebraska. Amazing. I see Utah. I see Boston in the house, New York City, New Jersey. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Worthy Workshops Live, kicking off this Wednesday. I'm so excited. This is truly, well, so many of you guys have been writing this and posting on social that it's not just a moment, it's a movement. Everything that has happened with this book and with the past few weeks has just been simply incredible. So, it's been 3 years of work to get Worthy out into the world. Now it has been out. Each one of you are launching it with me together into the world. And it has been just the most incredible 2 weeks. So let me know if you've started it. Let me know where you are watching from. So it looks like we're almost 2,000 of you coming in from the different Facebook groups, and we're working to get everyone on YouTube live again. So welcome. I love you guys so much. The thing I just keep hearing over and over in your posts is this is not a moment, it's a movement. And that is what is happening. Literally, no one could have predicted this. My publisher, Hay House, who's amazing, they've been so excited about this book. They couldn't have predicted what's going to happen. So the first print run that they did sold out. The second print run sold out. The third print run sold out. We're only 2 weeks into the launch. We're now on the 5th print run of the book. Like, that's wild. And the only way that happens is because of you. The only way that happens, it's from, being so excited about the work, about the movement, connecting with the message, being part of this mission. Like, so many of us are so sick and tired of what self-doubt has already cost us in our life, and we're passionate about unlearning those lies that lead to self-doubt and sort of, igniting those truths that wake up worthiness. And so many of you have been spreading the word. If you're one of the people that has posted about Worthy, or told someone about Worthy, or shipped a copy of Worthy to someone, will you share in the chat right now? If that is you, because you are literally exploding this book to the point where it's on the 5th print run, and most of the Targets and Barnes and Nobles are sold out, and now Amazon is out of stock. For Amazon to be out of stock, that is almost impossible based on just the publisher and the way that they work together. So this is wild. And I think it speaks to how many of us connect with the message and also really need this in our lives. A lot of you are sharing messages like this is coming into your life at the exact right time, as if it's just the moment that you've needed it most. So yeah, I'm reading all of you guys in the comments. Remember, every time you comment tonight, you're automatically entered to win some giveaways. We're going to do some really, really fun giveaways at the end of tonight, which will be so fun. And how many of you were at the Becoming Unstoppable event? Let me know in the chat how many of you were at the Becoming Unstoppable event. Let me know what your favorite part was, your favorite part of that entire event. That was just wild. I can't believe that was like a week and a couple days ago. That was just one of my favorite days of my entire life because of you, because of what you've shared. Your takeaways have been from the day. A lot of you have said you're used to going to events where then all this stuff is kind of sold and you're not, versus an event where you just go and just like everyone's there to just serve and to love and collectively kind of pour into each other. And that was really the powerful intention on the day. And I think we did that. And thank you guys so much for being part of it. Your energy, your love, every speaker that showed up live, the thing that they kept saying to me after was just, they've never seen anything like that. They've never seen, we had over 260,000 people there live on the day. And then over 400,000 have watched the event before the replay came down. That is a lot of people. That is a lot of people. And the thing I am most proud of is like we came together just with this common intention of building self-worth and just loving on each other and creating this safe space. And as we kick off our Worthy workshops, I just want to reiterate that, because it is really hard in 2024 to find any space where you can go and just be you and feel safe and not feel judged and not feel like just because you might pray different or vote different or love different or believe different, that you're not going to get vitriol and attacked and that kind of thing. And, I'm just really, really proud to say that this community here, our live event, like every one of us is here. We might not be like-minded, but we're like-hearted. And that I think is so important. And I want to honor each one of you and your stewardship and your leadership for at the event, and also just here right now in the chat, loving on each other. that was the big thing that I got from so many of my speakers, because you saw I had all different types of speakers on the day that have very different careers and life. Their life work is very different. Their impact on the world has been very different. And the thing that they all said was like they've never seen anything like that, where they walked into a space and just felt like it was this giant force for good and this giant force for love that was all of us coming together collectively. That is powerful. And I don't know how you feel, but I think the world needs a whole lot more of that right now. And I just want to honor you, because that only happens when each one of you is like a visionary, a collective visionary with me, and a steward of it, and in the chat and just pouring in love to each and every person. Um, and it's one of the principles we talk about in Worthy, is like literally what you give is what you get. And so many of us need love, and we want to be seen, and we want to feel understood for who we truly are. We want to believe we're enough as who we truly are. And the biggest shortcut to getting that is to give that to other people, to literally see other people, to work to understand them, even if you don't agree with them, to love them, right? To just love on them, even if they're different than you. And when we give that, it's the quickest way to get that and to see that in ourselves. And so I just want to honor each one of you, because that is what y'all showed up and did at that live event, and then now in this community. So welcome to Worthy Workshops Live, the first one, the first one. So excited. We have a whole bunch of you joining from the Facebook group. Are we doing good on YouTube? YouTube is up and running now. It's a different link. So I am praying that everyone that got the other enlisted link will hop over and find us there on YouTube as well. And let me know in the chat again. And just to kind of reiterate this, every time you comment in the chat, you're entered to win. Tonight, we have some really fun giveaways. So what we're gonna do tonight is go over some big announcements. We have some really fun, big announcements to share with you guys. And then we are gonna dive in to chapter 1. We're gonna kick off with chapter 1 and dive into some of the teachings from that chapter. And then also, we have some live giveaways tonight, which we'll do at the very end. Anytime that you post a comment in the chat, it could be anything. It could be how you're feeling, where you're calling in from, what you're eating for dinner. Doesn't matter. Your favorite joke, your favorite dance move. It could be anything. Every time you comment, you are entered to win. All the winners are picked at random today, and we are giving away some Worthy mugs, which a mug does not sound like a big deal until you see how people freak out over this mug and you can't buy it. We don't sell anything on our site, and that actually makes it really, really fun, because if you get a mug, or some of the really, really fun stuff like a You Are Worthy Mirror Work bookmark, we have some incredible Post-its we're going to be giving away. Valencia Key Worthy bracelets. We have some $100 Target gift cards. How many of y'all love Target? You have been blowing up Worthy inside Target. I don't know if you caught this video. I should actually share a little bit about how Target happened, because I think, I'm reading so many of your comments, and so many of you are praying for or manifesting things in your life. And the odds, let me just share this, a bunch of you hopping on now. The odds of getting a book into Target are nearly impossible, right? There's over 1 million new books launched just in the US every single year. There's over 32 million books on Amazon alone. And when you look at Target stores, right? Share in the comments if you ever go shopping in Target or you've been in a Target store. Very few books fit on their end cap, or some of the stores have one aisle, kind of like a half aisle for books. It's really, really near impossible to get into a Target. And so a little over a year ago, I literally started going in Target stores, pushing the shopping cart, right? And I would set these copies of Worthy on the shelf. So this is one of the advanced reader copies. It's not even the final one. I would go into Target, set it on a shelf, and I would literally imagine as if the book is already in there, that it's gonna happen. And I knew it's 1 in a billion to get in there. I went there in Christmas, no joke, y'all. Luckily, I didn't get kicked out, but I sat the book inside the Christmas trees. inside the Christmas trees in Target. And like every season, like all year, I'd go in there and I just made the decision to believe it was going to happen. And I didn't just do that, right? I took action. I worked really hard to write a good book. I did everything I possibly could to make it happen. And when we got word that Target picked up Worthy to carry at launch, I was so excited because of the year of manifesting it. So I did a little video on that that's actually pretty silly, but it shows like all the times I went in there over the year and they had no idea. But it was just this manifestation practice of literally getting clarity over what you want and then believing it's going to happen and then taking action, right? But just literally believing it, deciding it, feeling it in your body that's already going to happen. And I'm really excited because you guys have been now half the targets are sold out of Worthy, which is so amazing. But tonight in our giveaways, we're giving away three $100 Target gift cards as well. Just to those of you, we have over 3,000 people logged in right now in Facebook, and I think another 900 maybe in YouTube. So everyone's finding the link on YouTube, which makes me so excited. But tonight, in addition to the Target gift cards, we're also going to give away Worthy book bundles. Worthy book bundles. And again, the way to win is just comment. Worthy book bundle, you're going to get a copy of Believe It signed. And we're sold out of Worthies almost everywhere. So you're going to get actually something that I think is even more cool, which is one of the original advanced reader copies of Worthy. See how on the very front it says advanced reader copy? So this is like the unedited proof version that came out that was literally just for a few people in the press. And so we're going to do a bundle giveaway tonight where you'll get both. I'll sign both for you, write you a special message in there too. So lots of exciting giveaways tonight, and super, super excited. So, okay, couple of big announcements. So the first thing is that I want to say thank you for writing a review, an authentic, honest review to you wherever you grabbed your book. And that seems like not a big deal, but it's actually a massive deal. I don't know if you guys have seen what's happening, but there's hundreds of fake books now and hundreds of fake Worthy workbooks that people think I wrote, but I didn't. And they're all over Amazon. And so one of them even made the bestseller list. And then we're getting all these posts with people so upset that they're getting a book that's not worthy and they thought that it was. And so the way that we solve this, because our publisher's working so hard to get them taken down, but with AI, they're popping up so fast constantly. So the way that we're solving this is reviews. When you write an authentic review for the real book, that's how people know it's a real book. And that is how slowly but surely people will stop buying all the ones that aren't real. So wherever you grabbed a book from, whether it was Amazon or Barnes & Noble or Target or Audible, you could just write an authentic review. That would mean so much to me. And also people make their decisions on, if they feel a book is for them based on the reviews. So they're just so valuable. And then also, honestly, it's breaking my heart how many people are writing in saying like, oh, I thought this was your book, but it's not. And I got it in the mail. And so many people writing in, buying the wrong books that are popping up. So thank you so much. If you do anything as part of this group, spread the word, tell someone else about Worthy, and then write a review. That would be the greatest gift ever. So thank you so much for doing that. And also, just so you know, a lot of you know this already, but in case you don't, a lot of authors do sell a workbook on Amazon. I don't. Our workbook is over 100 pages, our Worthy workbook, and it's completely free. You download it completely for free. So, so just to make sure that you guys know that, I know there's about 3,500 of you on Facebook right now, 1,500 on YouTube. So we're over 5,000 of you joining live right now. And so really important to share this, that our Worthy workbook is totally free. And check your emails. You'll definitely have a link to it in it. We've sent it out a few times. And if you can't find it, you can always email us at hello@jamiecrenlima.com and we'll get you your workbook. But just so you know, it's we started an over 95-page Worthy workbook. It somehow ended up at 127 pages because I just wanted to give you guys everything that I possibly could. And so the workbook is completely free, but it accompanies your book. So if you are someone seeing those workbooks online, just so you know, the only one that I wrote is completely free, and you'll get that in your email, or you can email in hello@jamiekernlima.com. On that note, so many of you are starting book clubs. I have never seen anything like this. I am so excited. There are Worthy book clubs and Worthy circles starting everywhere. And let me just say this, your circle might be 2 people, it might be 5 people, it might be 5,000 people. A Worthy circle is when you get together with another person and you talk about building self-worth. And I wanted to give you guys a brand new resource because I've never seen anything like. There are so many book clubs popping up that me and my team got together and we're like, let's put together like an incredible book club guide for free. It's completely free. So check your email. I'm going to be emailing that out this week. There's a whole book club guide where maybe you're a pro at hosting a book club. Maybe you've never done one before, but you're like, I really want to do this. I really want to come together in community and just kind of like talk about these things. We put together a whole book club guide on just key questions you can ask that start the conversations chapter by chapter. And when you pair that book club guide with this Worthy workbook, you got everything you need. You got everything you need. So that's going to be coming out for free as well. I want to say a huge thank you. You guys know we're donating 100% of the proceeds from Worthy, and I have not shared this publicly, but I'm going to share it with you first because you are here, part of this community. You're on the inside group. You're part of the Worthy Insider launch team, which means you're launching this book into the world. We're doing this together. So we have donated millions of meals already to Feeding America together. 100% of the proceeds from Worthy are being donated. And with Feeding America, one of the stats of many that's really, really powerful is 33% of single moms, of households led by single moms, 33% of them are food insecure and deal with food insecurity. So it's a really big issue. So together, we've already donated millions of meals, and I haven't shared this publicly yet, but I'm going to share it here. In 2 weeks, in just 2 weeks since this book has launched, we're exactly at the 2-week mark. Across the different platforms, we've already sold over 100,000 copies in 2 weeks. That is why the publisher's out of books. That is why we're on the 5th print run. You guys are doing a thing, and it's pretty phenomenal. Like, you guys are doing a thing and it's pretty phenomenal. So thank you so much for that. And, I know some of you that are, that chose the VIP option at the event that comes with a book. Some of you are still waiting on the book. I promise you, every order has been placed. We went through lots of local bookstores to support them. Every order is in process of being shipped. A lot of them from local bookstores, and a lot of them are just dealing with getting the stock and sending it out. No one anticipated this. So just a huge thank you so much for your patience with everything and for continuing to spread the word. And that's the beautiful thing too, is the more you post and spread the word, first of all, when you post about Worthy, you never even know whose life you might change that day. You never know, right? So many of you also are sending a copy, and it's like, the thing that I get emotional over is I think about the person getting their copy who doesn't even know what it is. And they open this book and they see the word Worthy because they are, and then they dive into it. And that has been so powerful. So many of you guys are sending these to friends. And I've been printing out a lot of your posts that you've been writing and your stories you've been sharing. And they've been so beautiful. So I want to thank you for that. I also just want to make a shout out to this. So many of you are inside the Facebook group right now, and the private Facebook group for our launch team, all of us together. So many of you are in there saying, I've never posted before. You're saying, I've always kind of been a lurker, someone that watches everyone else post. And a lot of you are saying, I'm building self-worth. I'm making the decision, I'm posting. I'm making the decision, I'm going to post a picture of my face with a book because I'm worthy of that. I'm making the decision. I'm going to share part of me that's who I really am. And I just want to say, we're all in this together. And when you see that inside the Facebook group, thank you for honoring it. Thank you for celebrating other people who are fully showing up. Because while that might seem like a simple thing, it is not. It is not. I can tell you from having the gift of meeting millions and millions of women through Building It Cosmetics, and then now meeting some of the greatest thought leaders in the world and all different types of people, it does not matter how famous they might be, or how old or young they might be, or how experienced they might be, or how, revered they might be. So few people have enough self-worth to show up in this world as who they truly are. And when we show up in this world as who we truly are, it feels like joy and it tastes like freedom. And the thing I love is seeing this happen step by step. Like, you could see it right inside our Facebook group. When you guys post, things like, I'm making the decision to share this about myself, or to post myself when normally I would never do that. Or, today I danced in my kitchen when no one was watching. It's like amazing, right? The more we step into realizing we are worthy of being who we truly are, like, that is when we start to live in alignment with our assignment on this earth of becoming the person we're born to be. So I just want to honor that. I want to celebrate that. And I know a few minutes ago, I thanked you for your leadership and your stewardship over creating this giant safe space that was a force for love and a force for good at our live event. You're also doing that inside our Facebook group. So I know we have 4,000 people now live across the Facebook groups, and another 1,600 on YouTube. So together, that's incredible that we're all coming together right now to celebrate building self-worth. So thank you so much for all your comments. If you're just hopping in, every time you comment in the comments, whether you're sharing your favorite takeaway from Worthy, or you're sharing how you're feeling today, or what your favorite dance move is that you just learned, whatever you're sharing in there, every time you comment, you're entered to win. And we're going to do some giveaways tonight. So, okay. A couple more things just to make a few quick announcements, then we're going to dive into chapter 1. So, okay. So thank you for writing reviews, especially because we need to do something about all the fake books that are out there and people just buying them by mistake because I think I wrote them when I didn't. Some of them have my name spelled wrong as the author. It's just a whole thing. So the publisher's working really hard to get those all taken down, but they keep telling us that the best way for us to do this is when you write an authentic review for the real book. That's how people start to know, oh, wow, there's a lot of authentic reviews for the real book. That must be the real book. And if you're one of the people, and I'm so sorry, that bought one of these other books, definitely write a review there too, because we're all in this together, helping each other. So, okay, a bunch of you guys asking about the bonuses from the live event. So if you were part of Becoming Unstoppable, and by the way, if you're a part of the event, share in the comments. Also share where you're watching from. This is super important because I will read, and y'all think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I will read every single comment that happens tonight because my job, I'm not here for me. I am here for you, and we are in this together, and I am doing this fully with the intention of all of us building self-worth together. So I love knowing as much about you as I can. So definitely share where you're watching from. Share anything you want to share about yourself in the comments as well. Anything you want me to know, anything you want the team to know. I love that we're all in this together. Also, a lot of you asking about the speaker bonuses at the event. So if you ordered the book, you probably saw that a bunch of speakers live on the day started saying, oh, for anyone else who orders, I'm going to throw in my free course, or I'm going to give a $20 gift card to Valencia Key. That all started happening on the day. Maria Shriver gave away a month free of the Sunday Paper Plus, which is normally something you pay for, right? So all these things were so incredible. So we're compiling an email. There'll be a single email that goes out to you probably within the next 24 to 48 hours, single email that's going to go out to you that's going to have a link to every single one of those bonuses. And then you just pick which ones you want. If you want all of them, you want some of them, but it's going to be a single email. The subject will say speaker bonuses. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Also, just a quick tip, if you could please add the hello at jamiekernlima.com email to your contacts. That way it's not going to go to your junk folder. That would be amazing. So keep an eye out for your speaker bonuses coming in the next 24 to 48 hours. You'll get that email and it's going to have all of them, every single one of them on the day, all in one place for you. So as you guys can imagine, so many of the speakers on the day that were giving away courses and coaching calls and all kinds of stuff. Then after, I'm like, okay, that was amazing. And can you now get us all the info so we can get it to you on how to get all of them? So that's what we've been hard at work for, and want to just give a huge thank you to the team who's been working really, really hard on this. Okay, I haven't even said this yet on this call, on this live together, but you all, not only have you all been sharing the word about Worthy, and so many people are hearing about it now from you posting, from you telling a friend, a neighbor, a colleague, but you guys made Worthy a New York Times bestseller, a New York Times bestseller. Amazing. You made Worthy hit the #1 spot on Amazon out of 32 million books. Because of you, Worthy hit the #1 spot in nonfiction in all of USA Today. So it was #2 overall in all books and #1 nonfiction book in the whole country on USA Today. How amazing is that? Like, that is wild. Like, that is wild. And so I just want to say congratulations to each of you, to all of us launching this book into the world. Um, isn't it so fun to defy the odds? Like, that is defying the odds. And that is really, really incredible, because that only happens when real people come together, believe in something, and we all spread the word and start telling each other about it. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so excited to dive into tonight. We have a whole bunch of giveaways coming up. Tonight. And again, if you're just hopping on, I see a whole bunch of you just hopping on. Actually, one more thing before we dive in. We're going to dive into chapter 1. And we'll do kind of a quick teaching about it. We'll ask questions in the chat, and then we'll also do some live giveaways. But a lot of you are asking about if you can invite a friend to join these Worthy workshops. So here's what we're going to do. A lot of the bonuses are going away from the event. We're going to keep the Worthy workshops live bonus open. So what that means is, for any friend maybe that bought the book today, or maybe someone you're gonna tell the book about, this week, or you're gonna post about it, or you're gonna pick one up as a copy for a friend, anybody you do that for, if they go to worthybook.com, and they can just even write your name in and who ordered it for them, they're going to get invited to these Worthy workshops live as well. So if you get value out of tonight, and you want to just invite more people in here to join us, they can join. We're going to keep this bonus open, that they'll get the Worthy workshops live for free if they pick up a book, or if you gift a book to someone, then they'll get this as well, along with the workbook, along with all the other bonuses that are staying. So just want to make sure I share that, because at the end of the day, we are all in this together. We are building self-worth together. And, I have this vision. That, because what I know for sure is, the moment you learn to believe you are worthy, right? Because in life, we don't become what we want. We become what we believe we're worthy of. And I talk a lot about this in Worthy. I see a lot of you reposting this about how our self-worth is our ceiling in almost every area of life, and that we don't soar to the level of our goals and dreams. We always stay stuck at the level of our self-worth. And this is in every area of our life, right? It's our goals and dreams, it's our relationships, our friendships, our career, our ambitions. It's in all of it, that we don't rise to what we believe is possible. We fall to what we believe we're worthy of. And so when we raise our self-worth, it literally is the one thing that can change everything. And what I know for sure is, the moment someone learns to believe they are worthy, that is the moment when ideas are shared, and when businesses are launched, right? And when unhealthy relationships end and when healthy ones form because you finally believe you are worthy of them because you are, right? It's the moment when future and past generations of our family shifts forever. Like self-worth is truly the one thing that can change everything in our lives. And so I just have this vision, and thank you so much to each of you for being part of this mission together, to leave no girl, no woman, no person left behind, and knowing they are worthy because they are. So thank you so much for that. And I'm so excited. So let me know in the chat, how many of you have started Worthy? How many of you have started reading Worthy or listening on Audible or reading on the ebook? How many of you have started it? And then let me know in the chat, what chapter are you up to so far? I was looking online today, and a lot of people are right around chapter 1. And then some people have finished the whole book. I'm like, whoa. So let me know where you're at in the book right now, what chapter you're up to. And then let me know also, maybe you haven't started it yet. Maybe you're still waiting for it in the mail, or maybe you have it like sitting next to you and you're just looking at the cover, which is so pretty. I'm so grateful to Hay House for their team. Danielle on their team and printing, who obsessed over this with me. And don't you love when you find someone who obsesses about details and cares as much as you do? That has been my experience with Hay House with this book, and it's been incredible. Their whole team, but y'all should have seen how obsessed we were to get this cover right. And it's beautiful. And I don't know if you guys have seen this part yet in the back of the book, but I've never seen this before. And I just had this vision that together, like when you finish your book, you give it to another person or you gift them one, right? And so I put this old school library card in the back of the book, and I imagine like you filling your name in, the name of another person, you passing the book. Or if you want to keep yours because you've highlighted it way too much, but you send one to someone else, write their name in here. And I just imagine this book just getting passed around from person to person, like self-worth one step at a time, one person at a time, and just getting full library cards. So okay, so excited to dive in. So definitely share with me in the comments how far you are into the book, what chapter you're into, and what your favorite takeaway is so far. Tonight we are going to dive in to chapter 1 because it is so foundational. And then we're going to do a whole bunch of giveaways. And I see a lot of you still hopping on live. We have 4,100 people on Facebook. We have 1,900 on YouTube. So there's a whole lot of you joining Worthy Workshop Live, which is amazing. Welcome. I am so glad you are here. And if you opened this book so far, and if you read even just a few pages, you may have read the sign that's in the beginning that I talk about. It's how I want you to feel when you walk into my home, or when you dive into this book, or when you walk into my hug. And I'm just going to kick off tonight reading this little brief thing from page 16 of the book. It says, "Come as you are, heal where you need, blossom what you choose, journey toward your calling, stay as long as you'd like. You belong here. You are worthy. You are loved. You are loved. I love you." And I'm so grateful that you are here and part of Worthy Workshops Live every Wednesday. By the way, I forgot to mention this. Every Wednesday for the month of March, we're going to kick these off at 2 p.m. Pacific and then 5 p.m. Eastern. And we will post the replay. A lot of people can't make the time, no matter what time we picked. We will post the replay just for you and the private launch team group. But if you make it live, it's so much better because A, we can ask each other questions and chat, and B, we do all the live giveaways live just from you commenting in here. So, okay, let's dive into chapter 1. It's called The One Thing That Transforms Everything. And by the way, because you're in this insider group, I'm going to give you a little scoop on the inside. The opening quote to this chapter by Nakia Homer So I saw this quote and I was like, oh, can I celebrate her work to the world? And I actually DM'd her on Instagram and I said, because a lot of quotes are by, people that are very well known worldwide. I think Nakia will be one of those people. But I reached out to her and I said, would you be okay if I use one of your quotes to open this? And she said yes. And she has her own book coming out soon, which I'm excited about. She's already a published author, but she opens up, I love her words. She says this quote. She said, I'm just not giving up. The woman I'll be a few years from now is counting on me. And the world shifted. First time I read that, I got full body chills. That is Nakia Homer. Thank you, my friend, my new friend, for letting me honor your words in this book and sharing them with so many people who are going to open this right up and just connect with those words so profoundly. So, chapter 1, the one thing that transforms everything. This is all about the difference between self-confidence and self-worth. Now, if somebody said to me a few years ago, did you know self-confidence and self-worth were different? I'd be like, that's great. And I would think, why do I need to know that? Or is that a big deal? Or, I'd always thought they were the same thing. And I would have thought, okay, who cares if two words are a little different? Until I learned understanding the difference between these two things is life-changing, like fundamentally life-changing. Because if you have ever had this goal or this dream or this thing that you thought, like, once I finally get that thing, then I'm going to feel happy. Then I'm going to feel enough. Then I'm going to be made in the shade. Like, then it's all going to come together. And we believe that thing, right? And for some of us, it might be like, when I finally have kids, or when I finally get that certain title at my job, or a certain number in the bank account, or when I finally hit my goal weight, or get six-pack abs, or hit a certain fitness goal, or get married, or get a degree, or whatever it might be. And for a lot of us, we have that thing. We think, oh, when I finally get that. So we work really, 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 really hard. And then we finally get that thing, right? Have you ever had this happen in your life? Share in the comments if you've had one of these things in your life. And then what happens when you finally get the thing? Like, did it fulfill everything? Did it bring ultimate happiness and make you feel fully enough? And like, right? For a lot of us, the answer is no. For a lot of us, we got the thing and we were happy for a minute. And then before we know it, we're back to feeling like something's missing, like it's not enough, like we're not enough. And then our solution is, well, I just got to work harder. I just got to achieve more and more and more and more. For most of my life, I believe the lie, if I achieve enough, then I'll finally feel enough. Or if I am, a good enough people pleaser, make everyone else happy, then I'll finally feel enough. And all those things are lies. And in the pursuit of all these things, our goals, our ambitions, they're really important. They're an important part of our life. And in pursuing them, we build self-confidence, which is really important. We're often growing, which is important. We're often contributing to something greater than ourselves, which is so important. All those things are important for fulfillment, but none of them actually bring fulfillment unless you have self-worth. So these things all build self-confidence, but none of them build self-worth, which is different. And it's why whatever goal you achieve, whether it's winning the lotto, whether it's hitting a fitness goal, whether it's some big achievement, whether it's some lifelong dream, you still take the self-worth and identity of you with you. So you still hit that goal, but you still bring you with you. Which is why if the you that's here does not feel fully enough inside and have full self-worth, that's the you take with you at the new thing. Which is why we arrive still feeling empty, still feeling like something's missing, still feeling like we're not enough. And for most people, we're often taught that all these external things that actually only build self-confidence, we're taught that they'll make us feel enough if we get them. And they don't, because they never build self-worth, and it's different. So to take a big step back and dive into chapter 1, self-confidence. Again, it's so important in our life. Self-confidence is so important, as is self-worth. It's just they're very different. and the difference is life-changing. So many of us think we need more self-confidence when what we actually need is more self-worth, which is different. So self-confidence, while it's an internal trait, it's largely based on the external. It's very fragile and it fluctuates. And our self confidence is how we assess our skills and abilities. It's our willingness to try and go for it. It's how we feel we stack up and measure and compare to others. It's how much of the world's definition of success we think we have, if we're winning or losing at any moment in time. Studies show that the boxer who wins the match is automatically 30% more confident, right? But our confidence is it's fragile. It fluctuates, it rises, it falls. Self-worth, on the other hand, is the deep internal knowing and belief that you are worthy exactly as you are, that you are worthy of love and belonging innately, as who you are innately, not as your past mistakes and failures and regrettable incidents, not as your successes, but as who you are innately. And your self worth is your ceiling. Your self worth is your ceiling. You cannot out succeed your self worth. You cannot out succeed your self worth because your self worth will be your ceiling. Because in life, we don't become what we want, we don't get what we want, we become and get what we believe we're worthy of. And if we go for something and deep down inside we don't believe we're worthy of it, we either won't get it or we'll sabotage it, right? Self worth, usually, if you have self worth issues, it shows up in three main areas in your life. So I'm going to dive into those in 1 second. But first, I want to read a quick passage for you, a really short one that really describes the difference between self confidence and self worth in your life. This is on page 22. 22. By the way, I forgot to share this, but thank you for those of you who showed up to the book signing at the Barnes and Noble that we just did the night before last. They had a max capacity of, I think it was 80 people. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and I refused to leave until everyone got a hug who wanted one. And so we were there 6.5 hours signing books, 6.5 hours. Thank you so much for those of you who are there, who like hung out in the line for 6.5 hours. I left with my coat was soaked. I'm not even kidding you. I had a jean jacket on, soaked with tears, a whole lot of different people's tears. And they were beautiful. And it was just one of the most incredible experiences. So I want to say thank you also for those of you who showed up at the Barnes and Noble at the Grove book signing. So fun. Okay, self-confidence and self-worth. We're on page 22 of chapter 1. And this really kind of breaks down. I see a lot of you have been taking photos of this and posting it because it really breaks down the differences. And it's a big deal in our lives when we realize the differences. Why? Because a whole lot of us have been chasing the wrong things and trying to fill that feeling of not enoughness with things that actually don't ever fill it. And that's a really, really big deal. And so here we go. So self-confidence is what you show on the outside. Self-worth is what you feel on the inside. Self-confidence is based on mastery. Self-worth is based on identity. Self-confidence is what you can do. Self-worth is who you are. Self-confidence is believing you're skilled enough. Self-worth is believing you are enough. Self-confidence fluctuates based on your environment. Self-worth is stable in every environment. Self-confidence is fragile. Self-worth is foundational. Self-confidence is the belief in your abilities as a person. Self-worth is the belief in your value as a person. Self-confidence is, I'm striving to earn love. Self-worth is knowing I am love. Self-confidence gives you drive. Self-worth gives you peace. Self-confidence is optional. Self-worth is essential. Self-confidence eventually surrenders. Self-worth ultimately prevails. Self-worth is your foundation. Self-confidence is the house you build on top of it. But your house will only ever be as secure as the foundation of self-worth that it's built upon. This is a big, big, big thing because how many people do you know? And maybe you're one of them. I have been one of them my whole life, that I was building all the things that built the house, that built the self-confidence, but underneath it all, I did not realize that self-worth is different and that I didn't have any of it. And I wondered, why was I sabotaging things? Why did I think I was worthy of running a big company, but maybe not worthy of a friend showing up for me and treating me well? Right? Because sometimes we can believe we're worthy in some areas of our life, but if we deep down inside don't believe we're enough, we'll sabotage it in other areas or we'll not think we're worthy in other areas, right? How many of you have known someone who you're like, why the heck is she letting that person mistreat her? Or why she could do so much better, whether it's in a relationship or a friendship, or, you know, she has everything. She's kind. She has everything going for her. Why is she settling for that? Why? It's often because we can be very confident and have a lot of things going right on the outside and believe we're worthy of those things. But when deep down inside we don't have self worth and we don't believe we're fundamentally, innately enough as a person, right? Our self worth is our ceiling in every area of our life. So that is why. And that is why this mission is so important. And I'm not going to get emotional and start crying on here, but let me just tell you the stories that are being shared with me already, y'all. And I'm talking about in the first 2 weeks of people having these aha moments of, oh my gosh, I deserve better in a relationship, or I deserve better in a friendship. Like people that are making their decisions to believe they're worthy in their life, and how that impacts not just their life, but everyone around them. It's a really big thing. So, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you for you being part of this for you. And thank you for sharing this with anyone in your life who, if someone comes to mind right now that you think like, oh my gosh, if they knew, if they saw how incredible they were, if they believed in themselves the way I believe in them, oh my gosh, right? We can all think of people like that. Take a picture of some of the content of this book and just send it to them. Just share with them anything you can think of, because we are all in this together. So here's the three main ways that self-worth issues can show up in your life, okay? Because I know a lot of you are sharing on social media, you're writing in, you're talking about how this epiphany you've had, which for me, like 3 years ago, right? 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago is when I actually picked up the phone and called Oprah after not calling her for 4 years, and realizing it was because I was sabotaging it because I didn't think I was worthy of being her friend. Some of you know this story if you were at the event or if you've started reading into the book a little ways. 3 years ago, I've been obsessed with studying self worth, but before 3 years ago, I didn't understand there was a big difference between the two. So, this is a really big thing. And so, how you know if self worth is an issue in your life, there's three main ways it often shows up. If you have low to medium self worth, it often looks like you're stuck and you don't know why. You're stuck and you don't know why. And you think like, oh, I want to write a book and put it out there in the world, or I want to make friends as an adult, or I want to find a lifelong partner. And you don't know why you haven't started writing the book, or you don't know why you're not going out and meeting people or getting on the dating app, or you want to apply for the promotion, but you're not, and you just feel stuck. Or you're working in a business, but you want to be running one. And you're like, why am I not going for it? If you are someone who feels stuck, a lot of times we tell ourselves stories like, oh, if I just need to get more skill sets or more experience. And sometimes that's true, but more often than not, the reason we're actually stuck is because deep down inside, we don't actually believe we're worthy of the thing that we want. And our self-worth is our ceiling. So if you do not believe you are worthy of the thing, you will stay stuck. You'll stay stuck and you won't know why. And that is one of the many reasons why building self-worth is so important. The second main way it shows up, and this is if you're someone with low to medium self-worth, what that often looks like is you'll go for the thing, you'll actually go for it, but you'll hit a ceiling. right? You'll go for it and you'll hit a ceiling. Like you'll launch the business and you're like, I'm gonna have a 5-figure business. You'll hit a ceiling at 4 figures and not know why you can't get past that. You'll hit a ceiling or you'll go for it and sabotage it. You'll actually write the manuscript for the book, but then you won't ever send it to publishers. You'll start painting again or writing poetry or coming up with really, really great ideas, and then you won't share them and you don't know why. Or you'll put yourself out there and you'll start meeting someone on the dating app, and then uh, you don't know why you've decided, you met a really great person, but you're like, I don't know why, I'm just not attracted to them. And you put them in the friend zone because you're actually sabotaging something you don't believe that you're worthy of. And it comes out in so many different forms. So many different forms. We'll go out and we'll meet brand new friends as an adult, and then we just won't follow up. We told them we were going to DM them on Instagram, and then we don't. This shows up in so many ways. And low to medium self-worth, it often looks like we hit that ceiling or we go for the thing, then we sabotage it, right? It's exactly what I did with Oprah. That was my lifelong dream to meet her. It happened. She gave me her cell phone number, and I did not call her for 4 years because deep down inside, I didn't believe I was worthy of being her friend. And our self-worth is our ceiling, right? And then what medium to high self-worth looks like that, but not quite high self-worth. This is for all y'all who are achievers. A lot of people pleasers fall into this category. A lot of ambitious people fall into this category. When you have low to medium self-worth, but it's not quite high, you'll go for the thing and you'll actually make it happen. You'll have a big fitness goal or a weight loss goal, or you want to get 6-pack abs, and you'll work so hard and you'll make it happen. Or you have a big dream in your career and you'll make that happen, or in your personal relationships or whatever it might be, and you'll work really hard. You'll make the thing happen. You'll put the book out into the world. You do whatever it might be. You'll get the promotion, but you arrive at that thing still feeling like it's not enough, still feeling like you're not enough, still feeling like something's missing, and still feeling unfulfilled. Because you can achieve everything in the world, but if you do not feel like you are enough, nothing will ever fill that, ever. Right? And again, just to share it again, no matter what big goal you reach, you still take you with you. And that is why doing the work of building self-worth is so important, because when you arrive at those goals and you still like, and by the way, a lot of you that are like really ambitious and like crushing it in your careers, you've messaged me and asked me this question. You've said, well, wait a minute, if I learn to believe I'm enough, am I going to lose my edge? Am I going to lose my ambition? If I already believe I'm enough, maybe I'm going to lose my ambition. No, actually, the more enough you believe you are, the more ambitious you become because you actually become fearless over it. Sorry, 1 second. The more ambitious you become, the more fearless you become, because okay, if I go for it and fall flat on my face, it might shake my confidence for a minute, but it cannot touch my self-worth, right? When you go for stuff and you fall and you fail, it literally can rattle your confidence, but when your self-worth is high, it can't touch your self-worth. So you actually become more ambitious the higher your self-worth. So share in the comments right now which part of this you connect to in chapter 1. I want to read all your comments, and you guys take a look at some of the comments in here, because a lot of you are sharing, oh, I connect with that. Like, this is me. I've sabotaged stuff. I keep accomplishing stuff, but I never feel fulfilled. Share in the comments which part of this is you. Yeah, a lot of you saying you feel stuck. A lot of you are saying, yeah, that you're exhausted from just like that achievement treadmill. Because it can feel this way for a lot of us. It can feel like an achievement treadmill where we think we just have to achieve more and more and more and more, and we'll finally feel enough if we do. A lot of you saying this resonates with you, that you sabotage a lot of things in your life. Can you grab a water actually too? Thank you so much. You know what's wild is every time I do a signing, we had the 6.5 hour book signing. So many people hugging me and crying me, and I always get a cold like 48 hours later. But it's always worth it. I will always do it every time. Whenever I'm in a big live event, I have one coming up where there's like 10,000 people in the audience this weekend. I can't help it, y'all. I'm there to hug people, love on people, always get a cold right after. Always worth it. Always worth it. Okay, Sharon here. So a lot of you saying you feel stuck, you sabotage stuff, you work really, really, really hard, but you don't feel fulfilled. You feel like an imposter. 75% of women, especially, deal with imposter syndrome. Over 50% of men deal with imposter syndrome, right? And that's because deep down inside, we don't believe like we're enough, which is a lie. So one of the lies that we dive deep into in Worthy is, how do you overcome the lie that you're not enough as you are, and that you are undeserving of the room you're walking into or the job title or anything else? That's a big one. And I go into the origins of imposter syndrome in here too. That's a big one. Okay. So this is a really incredible thing. And what I want to encourage you guys to do is to take some time, because this is a lot. Worthy is a journey, right? Worthy is a journey. And I want to honor each one of you guys for being on this, for starting this journey of self-worth, because the more you raise your own self-worth, it literally impacts every single person in your life. It's going to impact how you are in your career. It's going to impact how you are in your relationships, right? The more you learn to love yourself, literally it shifts every relationship in your life. And some of you may have had this happen in your family, or may have generations in your family that have talked about this, but there is, I'm going to call it, an antiquated belief that self-love is somehow selfish. So you have a whole lot of people thinking, oh, I don't need to learn to love myself. I just need to love other people well. The problem with that is, even if you're someone who all you care about is just loving your kids and the people in your life well, if that is you, it is critical you build self-worth, because you look at all the data and all the studies, and they show that the depth of love and connection that you have with another person can never actually be deeper than the depth of love and connection you have with yourself. So the more you learn to build your self-worth, and the more you learn to love yourself, is actually, and you cannot prove me wrong in this, you can go read all the data, all the research, the more you learn to love yourself, the deeper and truer the love you can have and the connection you can have with the people you care about most in your life. And a lot of us would say this, I'll say this as a parent as well. I really hope and pray my kids grow up learning to love themselves, learning to believe they're worthy. And I also know I can tell them those things all day long, but they're going to learn far more by me learning to believe I'm worthy, and me learning to believe that I, am enough. And so I just want to honor every person who's here live for various reasons, because some of you are very tuned into your own journey of saying, wow, by me not believing I'm enough, here's how that's popped up in my life. And here's how it's, here's what it's already cost me. Here's what self-doubt's already cost me in different areas. And then some of you are here, maybe thinking you're not worthy of learning to love yourself well yet, but you really care about how you show up for others, how you pour into them. And I just want to honor each and every one of you for being here on this journey, because I think no matter why you're here, what's so beautiful is that when you raise your self-worth, it impacts every single area of your life, like literally every single area of your life and every relationship that you're in. So when you get your Worthy workbook, I want to encourage you, because a lot of this is work that you'll do, and you'll spend as little or as much time thinking about some of these questions that can kind of be this companion to chapter 1 and then to every single chapter in the book. There's 23 of them. And when we come on here live together, we are going to dive deep. Each week, we'll usually tackle 1 or 2 chapters. And I would love to hear from you guys in the comments as you're reading this book. I'm going to go through and read every single comment. which chapters you're loving so far, which chapters you'd love to go deep in on a worthy workshop, like the ones that speak, most to you, most closely to you. Let me know. And we are going to hop into some giveaways. We're going to hop into some giveaways. So a lot of you I see are just hopping on. We have over 4,000 of you on Facebook, and I think how many people are on YouTube right now? 1,900 people on YouTube. So that's a lot of people, and I'm so excited. Thank you for the blessing of your time and of coming together. So we're going to dive into some giveaways. Remember, every time on Wednesday, we're going to come together every week, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be live together. And I love seeing your comments live. I love seeing your questions live. We're going to dive deep into them on Wednesdays. And then we'll post the replay just inside the VIP inside our Facebook group. But hopefully you can try to make it live each week, because that's where we'll do all the giveaways and also where we'll chat live. And every once in a while, for whatever reason, it doesn't save in the replay. We're going to try to make sure it does. But I just love being here live with you. We all crave love and connection, and it's just such a gift to all be live together like this. So thank you so much. And before we, the team just handed me a list of giveaway winners. Do we have also the Target gift card winners? I don't see that list. Do you guys want to double check here? Let me make sure. Here's the recap of giveaways down here. You have a list, right? Can you guys double check? Okay, we have the team over there. I know that they're working with another team across the country, and everyone's on YouTube and Facebook picking winners at random. So we're going to get those in a second. And a couple quick recaps before we announce all the giveaway winners. So first, thank you so much for spreading the word about Worthy, for telling everyone you know and love and care about it. Y'all have created a thing. If you're just hopping on, you guys have created a thing, and it looks like I haven't even read this yet. It looks like we're on the New York Times list again. I think it was announced while you and I are live together. So that's pretty amazing. Let me just look over. Actually, I'll peek while you're live. You'll get the news with me. We'll see how many books we sold. I have no idea, but it's all happening because of you. So thank you so much for that. That's just phenomenal. And this isn't a moment. This is a movement. This isn't a moment. It's a movement. And every person you tell, every person that you share your copy with, every person you share this message with, like, what I know for sure, because I'm seeing this now happen every single day, is we have no idea whose life we're going to change just by sharing the content of Worthy, by sharing a copy with someone, by sending your copy, by inviting them into, or sharing some of this content for free with them. Like, this really is not a moment, it's a movement. So thank you so much. Every post matters, every review matters. Thank you so much for writing authentic reviews online, for spreading the word. A bunch of you know this, but there's tons of fake workbooks out there. We don't sell workbooks. One of them hit the bestseller list. That is wild. It is so hard to hit a bestseller list. And one of the books I didn't write, I think they misspelled my name as the author. I'm not sure. Anyways, the point is, thank you for writing real authentic reviews on Amazon or anywhere you bought the book, because that's how we're going to combat this, so people know which is the right book. Also, most people actually decide to buy a book or not based on the reviews. So they're so important. So thank you for writing an authentic review. It means so much to me. And thank you for sharing this and spreading the word, being part of this movement together and this mission together. Okay, if you haven't gotten your workbook, it's 127 pages. It's totally free, and check your email for that link. If you don't get it, you want to email in hello@jamiekernlima.com. And then all the speaker bonuses are finally in from all the speakers. Some of them gave away courses and $20 gift card to Valencia Key. There's lots of, Maria Shriver gave a month of Sunday Paper Plus, which is a really big deal. Normally you have to pay for that. So there's so many great things in there, and we have them all together, I know now. So that email is going out in the next 24 to 48 hours. So definitely check your email. Anyone that you gift a book to right now can still get the bonuses, including the Worthy Workshop Live. Some of the bonuses are going away, but we're going to keep this one open. So if you want to invite people in to join us on these Wednesdays and just build self-worth together, please do so. And I just want to say thank you so much. Every post matters. Every person that you share this book with matters. And I just want to thank you for launching this into the world and starting this movement with me together. So, okay, we got some giveaways. So, fun stuff today. We have first, we're doing a combo. So, a combo of this mug. These are all things that you can't buy anywhere, except you could buy a Target gift card and you could buy a copy of Believe It. But most of the stuff tonight you can't buy anywhere. So, first is the giveaways of the Worthy mug with, it's like a three-part giveaway. The You Are Worthy mirror bookmark, and these are Worthy affirmations. Every single post-it's a different affirmation. So you're gonna get the bundle of the book, the post-its, and the mug. The first winner is Tawana Hornaday. Congratulations. Now, if I announce your name, all you need to do is email in hello@jamiekernlima.com. Just email hello@jamiekernlima.com. Subject line, write, I won. And then in the email, share with us what you won, your name, etc. Tawana Hornaday, you are the proud winner of a mug, a bookmark, and post-it bundle. Okay, next winner of the mug, bookmark, and post-its, Carmela Pike. Congratulations. Also, the third winner tonight, the mug, bookmark, and post-its, Jan Collins. Congratulations. Okay, our next winner. So for the three of you, you won the mug, the bookmark, and the post-its. Email into hello@jamiekernlima.com. That's Tawana Hornaday, Carmela Pike, and Jan Collins. Next, we have the winner of a Valencia key. It's a stainless steel Worthy bracelet that she made, along with post-its as well. So it's going to be a bundle. And that is, let's see. Okay, the winner of the bracelet and post-its is Quanisha Brabham, Brabham. Quanisha Brabham, congratulations. You are the new winner of the Worthy bracelet and post-its. Next, we have a couple winners of the book bundle. So you are going to get one of the original advanced reader copies of Worthy. These are not for sale anywhere. It's the unproofed version, plus Believe It. You're going to get the Worthy book bundle. 3 of you are winning the book bundle. The first is Megan Moore. Megan Moore, congratulations. You're the winner of the Worthy book bundle. We also have Irma Matos. Congratulations. And we have Melissa Duffy, congratulations. Okay, we have $300 Target giveaways coming up. So if you won the book bundle, you want to email, or you win any of the prizes tonight, you want to email hello@jamiekernlima.com. In the subject line, write, I won. And then in the email, share your name, all your info, what you won, and then we will get in touch with you to make sure that you get your prizes. So just to recap, the 3 book bundle winners are Megan Moore, Irma Matos, and then Melissa Duffy. I also have on here a 4th winner for the mug, bookmark, and post-its. So one more winner for mug, bookmark, and post-its. We have Megan Kennedy Pierce. Congratulations. And now our final 3 winners tonight, each winning a $100 Target gift card. $100 Target gift card. When you go to Target and you shop in their store, if you see Worthy there, pull it out, put it on the front of the shelf, make sure everyone sees it. That's what my family does. My family will send me pictures. They're like, I found there's one Worthy left in a Target. And I'm like, did you buy it? They're like, no, because if we buy it, then someone else can't get it, but they'll pull it out and make sure it's sort of like propped up so people can see it on the shelf, which is so cute. So we're all in this together. Okay, 3 winners of the $100 Target gift card tonight are Nancy Brown. Congratulations, Nancy Brown. Remember, if you win, email in hello@jamiekernlima.com. We then have, and then in the subject, write I won and share all your info inside. The team will connect with you and we'll get you your prize. The second winner of a $100 Target gift card tonight is Grace Angela Thompson. Grace Angela Thompson. Congratulations. The third winner is Esther Hollins. Esther Hollins. Congratulations. You are the winner of another $100 Target gift card. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here tonight as part of the first Worthy Workshop live on Wednesdays. It's Worthy Wednesday. It's Worthy Wednesday. I haven't seen all the details yet, but I saw what just came in, that we just hit New York Times again while we were live together. We hit the New York Times list again while we were live together. How amazing is that? Second week in a row. That only happens because of you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for spreading the word, for launching this book. This is not about a list. I'm grateful for all that. But this is not about a list. This is not a moment. This is a movement. This is not a moment. This is a movement. And it's why I'm donating all my proceeds. This book is about every single life it's going to touch. It's about every single life it's going to impact. When I think about how I literally lost decades of my life believing I was not enough. Like, for me, I'm so passionate about everyone building self-worth, because when we fundamentally, innately believe we are not enough, it is a lie. The time to unlearn that lie has come. Thank you for being part of this movement and this mission with me. I love you guys so much. I hope you're going to be back here next Wednesday live as well. In the meantime, I am seeing every post. I'm seeing every person you're sharing this with, every person you're sharing this book with, and I'm so, so grateful. Thank you for being part of this with me. I see you. I love you. I believe in you, and you are worthy.